guys, this is Sundrops, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. As you could tell by my hat, I am going to make something called taquitos, and that's just what I call them. They're pretty much just little mini tacos. They are super easy, great for like little get-togethers or parties, or just something easy to make at home for something different to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the ingredients and then kind of go through how to make it, and hopefully you'll enjoy them as much as I do. So let's get to the ingredients. So you're going to need the cheese of your choice, lettuce if you enjoy lettuce, tomato, sour cream, whatever you season your taco meat with. I'm just using this because that's what I have right now. Usually I buy those little packets of the Mexican seasoning, and a pack of ground beef. And you'll need as much as however many people you're feeding, of course. So first, you brown your ground beef in your pan just like you would any other time, any other taco meat. I'm just using this stuff here, adobo. That's what I like to use on a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and brown the meat and drain it. Just cook it until it's not pink, just like you would any other time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because I have a lot of ground beef, so it's going to take a little bit to do. And then I will get back with you guys. Alright guys, so I have the ground beef. I am just gonna brown it, like I said, with adobo. You definitely don't want to put too much of this stuff in. If you are happening to use this, I just sprinkle it. You can always add salt. I know a lot of people just use salt and pepper. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and brown it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drain it, and I'll show you guys what to do next. Okay, so it's getting there. A little bit longer. Just gotta keep mixing it. Make sure it's browned all the way through. And then I'm gonna drain it. Okay, so it's pretty much brown now. At this point, you might want to just start preheating your oven, because you are going to need to put these in the oven for until the cheese melts, probably about 5 or 6 minutes. So I usually preheat my oven to probably 350. Okay, so 350. I love to make this when my daughter has her friends over, because they absolutely gobble them up, and it's something different. Seems like every time kids get together, it's always pizza, which I love pizza, but I think the kids get sick of it. They go to different friends' houses and they always have pizza. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and drain it now. Alright guys, so now I have drained the ground beef. I returned it to the pan, and now I'm going to line, I guess this would be a cookie sheet, with aluminum foil. It's hard to do with one hand. Of course, I've already washed my hands. Just thought I'd tell you guys that. Oh my gosh, I think I totally forgot. If I did forget, you're going to definitely need Tostitos scoops. That's the main ingredient, one of the main things here. Oopsies, it's my first cooking video, sorry. Alright, so I'm going to line this up, and then what you do is you get the Tostitos scoops. And I usually buy the huge bag of the larger scoops, and you line them up all on the pan. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. try to get the ones that are not broken. Alright guys, so that's what it looks like. That's the whole tray of them. Like I said, you can make more or less. I usually only make what they're going to eat. While they're eating this tray, I'll go and check and see if they need more, and then I'll make them, because they're not very, of course, the taco shells get a little, I don't know, they're not as good as if they're not right out of the oven. So what I usually use, what I found best, is to use my little 1 tablespoon little measuring spoon thing, and then you just get a little bit of meat and put them in each one. Like I said, nothing has to be exact, but just go through, fill them all with meat, and then I will be right back. I'm going to finish this up and show you the next step. Alright, so your next step is, now all of the little individual Tostitos scoops. Okay, so now all of the individual Tostitos scoops have got the ground beef in them. And I went back and I put a little bit more in a couple of them. Just eyeball it. You don't want somebody to get ripped off. Not get enough taco meat. But I went ahead and did that. So now all you got to do is, of course, have your hands washed. And now you go through and put cheese on each one of them. I'm not really careful with this because I absolutely love cheese. So as far as I'm concerned, you cannot put too much cheese. I usually buy 2 packs of this big cheese. These big cheese bags, they are 8 cups. Not that I go through all of it, but honestly, I always have extra ground beef. So after the kids leave, if we want to have this for dinner as well, what we do is we pretty much make our own little taco salad. We use the ground beef. We throw it in a bowl, and then we just crunch up the Tostitos, the scoops. We throw lettuce, and I like tomatoes, and sour cream, and make our own little taco salad. That's a lot faster than making these. I just like making these for the kids, or if there's a little get together. But after they're gone, I just want to do it the lazy way. So just make myself a taco salad with the extra meat. So, and you could probably do the same thing the following day, depending on how much you have left over. Or you could just make more of these. Sometimes I go ahead and just make more of these little Taquitos, and believe me, they always get eaten up. Alright, so I'm almost done here. Like I said, you could put less cheese, but I love cheese, so you'll see that when they melt down, the cheese kind of melts into the ground beef. So I try to not get it all over the place. I try to concentrate it on the actual individual Tostitos. But you'll see that some of them, it'll look like it needs a little more, even though it looks like excessive right now. Alright, so cover them up. I'm going to pop these in the oven. I'm actually going to time it. Usually I just eyeball it. I open up the door, turn the light on, and see if the cheese is melted. When the cheese is melted, you're pretty much done. All you got to do is put the lettuce, tomato, sour cream, let them put what they want individually on there. So I'm going to pop these in the oven at 350 and keep a very close eye on them. I'm actually going to time it this time so I can tell you guys how long, about how long it took, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I timed it and it was about 4 minutes that I put them in there for. I don't know if you can see how delicious and cheesy these things are. I just turned the light on there, maybe you can see them better. But they are absolutely delicious. If they like tacos, that they're gonna love this. So while these were baking for the 4 minutes, just enough for the cheese to melt, I went ahead and I got the other stuff ready, and I'll show you that. So this is usually how I set it up. I usually have more tomatoes, but I try to cut the tomatoes in really small little pieces, so they could put one little piece of tomato on each of their tacos. The lettuce, I just usually put little grabbers in there, and I haven't put those out yet. The little tongs for them to grab their lettuce. I'll put a spoon there for them to scoop out some sour cream. I usually put 2 spoons since sour cream is pretty thick, so they could scoop out with one and get it off the spoon with the other. And then they make their own little tacos. So let me make one, and then I'll show you guys what the final product looks like. Also, I just put this here. I don't like taco sauce, and neither does my daughter, but some of her friends do. So I usually have some of these little, just extra Taco Bell packets from when we go to Taco Bell. Usually they don't eat that many of them, but I usually have a couple on the table for them to eat it if they want to put it on their little tacos. Alright, so I'm going to show you the final product, and that'll be it. Okay, so first I usually put the lettuce. Of course, they make it however they want. Doesn't take much, because they're tiny, but you eat a lot of them. And I usually put my tomato. You can probably put a couple of them if you want. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. And then I love sour cream, so I will put the sour cream on there. And there you go. You have little mini tacos, which are absolutely, like I said, they're super delicious and really easy to make. It's a little time consuming, but it's worth it in the end, because you know they all get gobbled up. Alright guys, I hope you like this first Sundrops food video, and I have a few more planned, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you end up trying this, and you just let me know how you like it, whether you like it or you don't like it. Just let me know what the results are, and if you make it for a get together, a little party, or for some teenagers or a bunch of kids, just let me know how they enjoyed it. Alright guys, bye.